Well, good morning to everyone. I want to especially thank the members of our cabinet for the work that you and your teams have been doing over the course of these months, doing extraordinary work. We are the first administration to collectively, through the leaders of this administration, to take a critical look at what we can do as the federal government, which of course is the largest employer in our country, to improve the condition and the standing of our workers, of the men and women who work so hard and do so much for the benefit of the public. And so I will say what we all know. The President and I think all of us are very proud at what we will believe will be the most pro-labor union administration that we've had in our country. Our principles are based on a very firm and strong belief that when our unions are strong, the American people are strong, and America's economy is strong. When we look at what we are doing with the infrastructure, the bipartisan infrastructure deal, what we are doing with our Build Back Better plan, it is all about focusing on working people, working families in America. But we as an administration also decided we need to take a look in the mirror and see what we are doing within our agencies to continue to do the work of improving the condition and the well-being of working people in our country. And that is why we launched this task force to empower workers and to increase union density in our nation by leveraging the executive authority that we already have. One of the aspects of what we are doing that I think is quite remarkable is we have taken a critical look at what we actually have the power to do, but have not been doing in terms of the federal government. And we have looked inside of our agencies to challenge ourselves, to ask what we can do better, because after all, that is the spirit of our administration, to do better. And so no other administration has leveraged this full range of authority. And when we release this report, I think it will be evident the commitment that we are making, but in particular for the cabinet secretaries, the commitment that you have each personally made, that the leaders in your agencies have personally made to see this through. When we produce this report, I believe it's October 23rd, we also have made a commitment to ourselves and each other that this is not going to be some report that just sits on a shelf. We are fully committed to the implementation of all of the proposals, and we are committed to acting with haste, with a sense of urgency, understanding the direct impact we will have on so many individuals and their families and their communities. We are also fully aware that not only will this directly impact employees of the federal government, but there will be an indirect impact that will be felt and appreciated by many, many other people in our country who do not work directly for the federal government. And in this way, we are showing the influence that we can have and a model that we can be of what all sectors can do to better protect the rights of workers and uplift their condition. Our report includes three components that I think are particularly important to note. One, a proposal for how agencies can make it easier for workers to organize. What we have seen, and the report will make clear as we did our critical evaluation, is it's not always been easy in the federal government for workers to organize. But we know that is one of the responsibilities that we actually have, that we have not pursued with the intentionality that we know we can apply to this kind of work. The other is we will include proposals for how agencies can use existing authorities. Again, I think some of us were surprised, pleasantly, to find out that we actually do have the authority to do a lot of the work that needs to be done. And third, the proposals will touch every sector of employment. Now, what does that mean? Well, just look at the range of work that federal workers do. It is everything from being doctors and scientists to carpenters to firefighters. every sector will be impacted by the work that is being done by these extraordinary leaders. And I will also say that it is and will remain an imperative for our administration to pass the PRO Act as a complement to the work that we are doing internally. This is not to the exclusion of that. And we all honor the great Richard Trumka and are pleased that that the Congress has renamed the PRO Act after Richard Trumka in the spirit of all that he did to fight for working people. So in closing, I'll say that we are very excited about the work of this task force. On behalf of the President and myself, in particular, very appreciative to the secretaries, the members of the Cabinet, for the work and the time that you put into this, and to your teams. And with that, I thank you all. Secretary Walsh, would you like to add anything? We are doing this work together as partners, and I can't thank you enough.
Thank you, Madam Vice President, and I want to